with a search term, you can't pick up the nuances of a document. You can't pick up the communication style or what was the context, what was really mean in that document. But not only that, with short messages, you have emojis now. You have all these other things that search terms can't really capture. And so I think with the emergence of Gen AI, it can capture those nuances better. It can understand what that smiley face emoji or frown face emoji may mean in the context of the document, and things like that can't be picked up with search terms. So I think that we're going to realize at some point, I think it'll always be part of e-discovery, but I think that at some point we'll come back and we're like, we really spent time, like hours, trying to figure out the right search terms for these documents with 15 different versions back and forth with counsel because there was too many hits.
I think there are two things that we're probably going to look back and really think about. I can't believe we did that. One is, as Erica mentioned, I think the notion of as technology evolves, it often becomes simpler, right? So if you think about how we all use computers maybe 5, 10, 20 years ago with DOS and DOS commands and things like that for those who were around at that time, using computers is much simpler today. And I think this example of search is one example of it. I think we're going to have much more of a conversation with our data at scale versus specifically probing into a search term, a context, or another. We're really going to have a much more fluid, almost human-like conversation with the data set. And the other thing that I think will change in this space, today we think about there's various data sets, there's always this new data sets, but they live in sort of pockets. Right, you're doing some analysis here, human analysis there. I think in the not too distant future, I hope we're just really having a conversation with the full data set. So if we had a conversation, maybe we sent an email to each other and we got a response in Slack and I sent a text back and maybe there's a recording of a meeting, that those things get all brought into the same context of data set and we can have a singular conversation with a full data set about events that occurred and to better understand events of the past.